William McKinley, our 25th president, was shot when he was visiting the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo. The Pan American Exposition was the World's Fair. He was our third president to be assassinated. Lincoln in 1865 and Garfield in 1881. McKinley's secretary had took the exposition off of the president's schedule because he feared such an event might happen. McKinley, however, put it back on his schedule. McKinley really didn't like too much security around him because he liked to meet his constituency. When McKinley would when he would return to his hometown, he would walk around, go on carriage rides with his wife, with virtually no security whatsoever. He was 6 months into his second term when the assassination occurred. He was killed by a man named Leon Czolgosz, who was born in Detroit, Michigan in 1873. He had held several jobs, but nothing really steady. Part of that was due to the economic panic of 1893. The panic of 1893 was a depression that lasted about 4 years. He started going to religious and political meetings and became interested in anarchism. Anarchism, which opposes almost all forms of government authority. He went to Buffalo to see McKinley, who he thought was the perpetrator of all his problems. He later stated to the police that when he saw people bowing to him, he made up his mind that McKinley had to die. So he went and he purchased a weapon, a .32 caliber Johnson revolver. The president's train arrived at the exposition, and there was a cannon salute to welcome his presence. However, the cannon was placed too close to the train, and it blew out some of the windows. This caused chaos, and Czolgosz was then unable to get close enough to McKinley to assassinate him. Once again, McKinley's secretary wanted to cancel the event, but McKinley stated, "Why should I? No one wishes to hurt me." McKinley gave his speech, and he made his rounds around the exposition. Czolgosz had a pistol in his pocket and was trying to find a way to get close enough to McKinley. Czolgosz made his way, and he got close enough to McKinley. He hid his weapon in a handkerchief that was allowed by security due to the overwhelming heat at the event. He shot McKinley twice in the abdomen. He was then trampled on by bystanders who began to hit him. He said, "I did my duty." McKinley ordered that they stop beating on him. The vice president, Teddy Roosevelt, was in New York, up in the Adirondack Mountains. Park rangers were sent to try to find him. In the meantime, McKinley died with his wife crying over him saying, "I want to go too. I want to go too." McKinley replied, "We are all going. We are all going. God's will be done, not ours." McKinley died on September 14th, 1901. It was a Saturday at 2:15 a.m. Roosevelt made his way to a special train that was awaiting him, and he took office at 3 p.m. Czolgosz was put on trial 9 days later and sentenced to die in the electric chair on October 29th, 1901. Acid was placed in his coffin to dissolve the body. He was buried in the prison graveyard. 5 years later, the Secret Service was designated with the responsibility of the protection of the president. There was a huge backlash against anarchy all over the country. Many people were inadvertently jailed. they had feared that the gunman had not acted alone. If you like these short assassin videos, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for listening.